Hello, good morning, and happy Thanksgiving week. For most of you, this is a time of celebration. I have many clients who have not been able to really see this as a time of celebration, but a time of mourning. And we will talk about that in a little bit. But first, let me talk about the gratitude that is passionate and free and happy, lively. And that is the gratitude that you can develop as you go into this Thanksgiving and then into the holiday season. For some people, this is a season of depression, and particularly as the winter comes on and you find that you don't have as much light. And some of you had that depression that comes with seasonal kinds of depression called SAD. But most of you are able to think of things that you're grateful for. And my suggestion to you is to the day before Thanksgiving, that would be today, to sit down, take a few minutes in the calm, in the silence and quiet, and write a list of things that you are grateful for. And that list doesn't have to be long, but it can be things that are sincerely grateful avenues of your life. And then as you go to your meal tomorrow, it might be a good idea if you read that and tell people what you're grateful for, and have the folks around the table say what they're grateful for. Many of you during this COVID virus have not been able to go out and have the same Thanksgiving that you normally have. That has certainly happened with my family. And we are used to going to a particular restaurant for Thanksgiving meal, and we've done it for years and years. It's a tradition, and we could not do that this year. They were not holding it because of the virus. So I am hosting the Thanksgiving dinner here at my house for the first time with my family, and I'm excited about it actually. And I'm hoping that each person will come in with a sense of gratitude. We have not had major losses with all of our family this year. There have been some losses, and I'm sure there'll be some recognition for that person of their losses, but that was at the beginning of the year. I do want to reach out to my current clients. Actually, all of my current clients have experienced a loss this year. It's amazing, but grief has been the focus of my work this year. And I have particularly recent clients who have very recently lost someone. So I wanted to read to you some tips from the internet on how to deal with Thanksgiving Day if you are one of those grieving people who have lost someone recently. So this is an article by Very Well, and it's called How to Survive Thanksgiving Day Grief. And it says Thanksgiving Day can be a particular day of mourning for a loved one. Not only can the bereaved find it difficult to appreciate the annual time of giving, but the traditions and rituals can bring the person particularly into awareness of the absence of their loved ones. And it says in this article to, for one thing, let go of your expectations to have a happy, joyous, and free occasion, and also to let go of any kind of responsibilities that you may have been taking for the Thanksgiving dinners. Some people have been preparing it at their house, and it's perfectly okay this year to say, I can't do this year. I need to have somebody else in the family take charge of this. And the article talks about starting fresh. And I will be giving this to my clients as they go into the holiday. And that's proactively taking a stand to not have the traditional Thanksgiving, but to start with something fresh, like maybe um, some kind of fondue for Thanksgiving and have a brunch. Something that is entirely different than the traditional turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and things that we love, but it can bring up memories. And another suggestion is that you write in your journal your feelings about the person being absent and really get those in print for yourself. Run them off on the computer and put them in a notebook where you can keep those, or keep them in a book that is your journal, and let yourself have a record of what this year is like for you, and really, really let your heart speak. And then a final suggestion, and this I think is a very, very mixed suggestion, is to set an empty space at the table for that person and to have sort of a memorial comment made by each person as if that person were sitting there. Now, that may be a positive for some of you, and it may be a kind of negative in the sense that it may bring up deeper memories. And that will be something that you have to decide. So there are two kinds of gratitude. One is mourning and grieving and being grateful for what you do have. And the other is passionate gratitude and learning what you would like to be thankful for and really giving it a chance to be thankful. And for one, we feel compassion, and the other, we feel passion. And as you decide for yourself how Thanksgiving is going to be this year, I just encourage you to talk about it, to talk about your feelings to someone if you've had a loss, and to talk about your gratitude, or bring a list to the Thanksgiving table of things you're grateful for if you have not had a loss of someone, but just simply have gotten out of touch maybe with what you're grateful for. It can be very easy to, in any situation, get out of touch of what we're grateful for, because let's face it, a person is where their pain is. If you have lost some of your flexibility or agility this year, if you're aging this year, which we all are, it may be that you focus on that. And for one day, let's focus on things that are positives in our life. And even those who are grieving can think of some positives that you still have in your life, and let it be a day of feeling wherever your heart leads you. It is often said that a grateful heart is the doorway to miracles. A grateful heart is the doorway to miracles. So maybe this year, Thanksgiving will be a miracle for you, and be open to that, be grateful for that. If you're losing someone, or if you've lost someone, be reverent, and you can be solemn, but be open with your heart to allowing your gratitude to come through. So I will see you next week. The occasion will be over, but the season will be open for the holidays, and we'll talk more about that as the time goes by. And I will have another topic next week and look forward to coming into your home.